To make an assignment with a SafeAssign or plagiarism checking, we first recommend that we make a draft non-graded assignment that the students can check the plagiarism prior to submitting the real one. The policy on using plagiarism checking asks that you please do this, that you make this draft. So let's do that first. I'm in a button, content area button called assignment. If you don't have one, you can create one in a content area. I've already done that. And then I'm going to go assessment, assignment, and I'm going to call it SafeAssign check draft. I'm going to say that it is not worth marks. Run test as many times as you like to see results. Oops. Then scroll down, and I'm just going to put possible points as 0. But in the submission details, I'm going to allow unlimited attempts, and I'm going to put check marks by each of the 3. The first one is going to do the plagiarism checking. The second one is allow the students to see it, and the third one is excluding it from the database because this one is just a test. It's not a real submission that is actually going to be checking other papers against it. In the eventual one that I'm going to be making the real one for the students, I won't be checking this. I'll be including it in the database, and then submit. Now I can make as many assignments as I want. In my case, I'm only going to make one. It's the term paper. I can set a date for when it's due. I can set the points of how much I'm grading it out of. I can even add a rubric if I want. But in submission details, I'm still going to allow unlimited attempts in case they make a mistake. But then I'm going to check for plagiarism. I don't even have to allow the students to see this because they can already see the original draft before they do it. And then I'm going to submit. So what a student sees when they go into the course, they go into assignments, first they're going to check the draft. I'm going to click on that, and then they know that they can do it as many times as they want. They can look at the policy around SafeAssign if they wish. And then they're going to click on Browse My Computer. And there's their paper. And then Submit. And it says that it's in progress. It's being checked. In some types of the year, this can slow down that it could even take multiple hours. Depending on how many people are submitting at the same time, because it's not just our server here at Mount Royal, it's all over anybody who's using Blackboard that's checking with SafeAssign. I'm just going to pause the video while I wait for it. Okay, the reports come back and it's a 98% overall match. They can click on that and view the originality report, and then they will see that this is copying from source 1. This is the top sources. It looks like it's another student's paper. Another student has already submitted that. There could be other resources, like I could be copying from the web. But now that I know, I can make corrections to my paper before I really submit it. So I'm going to exit that. I'm going to go back to assignment, and assuming that I've corrected my paper to take out the things that were a problem, I can now go into my term paper and browse my computer, upload my paper, and then submit it. What an instructor will see when they go into Grade Center Needs Grading, they will see the draft still. It'll still show up here. And if you don't want to see all these, you can filter an item to say, I only want to see the term papers, and then hit go. And then there's just the term paper draft. And then when they go in to grade that student's paper, they will see, in this case, the student didn't correct it. They should have, but they could see the same report. They could click on it, and they could view the originality report and make decisions later. Now, the originality report, just because it's a number, this number is very large, so it's probably just copy pasted. But even if it's a fairly large number, it might not be a problem. It might be just that there's certain sections of the paper that everybody has, like certain subtitles within the paper, or it could be a proper quote that they are citing properly. So this is just meant to alert you to please look and make decisions and then decide on the grade to give to the student.